Crash Bandicoot and Sane Triology, or how you can call it, Crash Bandicoot Remastered as well. It has 3 full games and is not only great for a younger audience, but in my opinion is a great game for everyone of every age. This 3D platformer consists of these 3 classics: Crash Bandicoot from 1996, Cortex Strikes Back Again in 97, and Wrapped that came out in 98. So this game is remastered, how I said, so compared to the previous one that was running on a PS1, this game has enhanced graphics and looks really good when you look at it. It's a cartoon way of the visuals, which I really enjoy. It was released in 2017 on a PS4, and then a year later, in 2018, it was also released on Xbox One, PC, and Nintendo Switch. All the platforms are really good to have this game on, but I think that this game runs especially really well on the Nintendo Switch, and then what I mean by that is when you go out and have your Nintendo with you, I think it's really cool to have it in the handheld, that this game is just like a perfect handheld game. Plus you have the option to play on the big screen, but there is something special about it to have it on big screen as well, so you know, just pick it up whatever platform you have. I don't think you can go wrong, but if you do have a Nintendo Switch, I think this is a better pickup because you do have the option, like on the PS4 or Xbox or PC, to have it on their big screen, but as well you can play it on your handheld. So for rating, I took again IGN, and this game scored 8.5 out of 10, so you can see it's a really good game. So since it is a triology, I never know which one to pronounce, but you get the point, which is good. So you have 3 games in there. You access them in the main menu when you're trying to play the game. You pick one whichever you want, the first one, second one, and the third one. Each of them has its own story, but kind of like the overall story of all of them is just like you play for Crash Bandicoot, obviously. You're the kind of a hero and you're trying to save the world because Dr. Neocortex has an evil actions that is taking over the world, so you're just trying to save the world by jumping around and, you know, doing what the game allows you to do. So to make what this game is about, how you can see on the gameplay, you kind of get the idea, but just kind of want to make a word for it. You need to pass each level to progress in the game, so like, you know, it can happen, you can get stuck on one level and you can never finish the game, but you have to pass each level to like progress in order to finish the game. You should collect apples by crashing boxes or in any other way you can, because for 100 apples you get an extra life, which it's really crucial in this game because, how you can see on the title, love and hate relationship with this game, which I feel like it's my relationship to the game. Maybe some of you will understand me. Excuse my language. And so I'll explain why. So this game is really addicting and it's, you know, it has really good gameplay, but when you get stuck on one level and you've been there for like an hour, or you are really close to the end of the level and you die right before, or you already see a checkpoint and you die, it just drives me nuts and crazy, and I'll just like take my control and throw it out at the screen. But don't worry, I wouldn't do that. I'm not a psycho of any kind, but it made me turn off the game, and then, you know, 2 minutes after I'm like, I really do need to go back and play again because it's just really good and it's really addicting. So it's just like I keep turning on and off the console because, you know, like at one point like I want to play it, but then I'm getting mad because I can't finish the level. But once you pass a level that you're really, you know, stuck at, or you just hate it, it has a really rewarding feeling, which is great. Also, when you play, you should be careful for TNTs or like these green boxes because they can kill you, especially the green ones. Once you touch them, you're out. The TNTs, you have fewer seconds to run away or just kind of like save yourself, which is better. And then when you run and you see what is the name of that thing? Thank God for the notes that I made for this game. Give me just a second and I'll find it.
2,000 years later.
Got it. So if you see Aku masks, you should definitely pick them up. If you take one, it gives you like an extra life basically, because like if something hits you and it would normally kill you, it wouldn't, and then you lose it. But if you get it for a second time, you actually will be protected for a certain amount of time, so like you can literally go anywhere or hit a TNT and nothing would kill you. So that's really good, especially like before the end of the game when you're like trying to get to the final place. That really helps. And also when you have a bonus rounds, you should go to those too, because you can get extra apples and you find extra lives in there, which will help you to finish the level as well. So some of you might be wondering, why am I talking about this game now when it was out for like 3 years, you know? But for those who doesn't know that, there will be a new game coming out next month, actually, really soon, on October 7th. For this day, it will be releasing in the USA, and I have this information from GameStop where you'll be able to purchase it. The game, when I looked up some gameplay, is really good. I recommend you to go check that out. And so because there's a new one coming out, that's why I kind of wanted to talk about this one, because there's no better time to finish this one before getting a new one. Or if you're new to Crash Bandicoot, definitely try it. It's a great platformer game. Kind of just like want to chill out and just like, you know, don't think too much, just like go and jump. This is a great game to pick up. And if you like it, then you might want to go for the fourth one. But yeah, so that's all from me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please put like, subscribe, give me a comment. All comments are welcome. Excited to hear from you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.